All right, for our last page here, I just want you to get some more practice. I just want you to identify if the following are functions. That's it. So why don't you give these a shot on your own, and what I'll do is you can click a little button here somewhere around here to link to the answers, and if you need any explanations, you can always scroll back to find them. All right, so let's go through letter A first. We're going to look at all of our inputs, and we're going to see how many different inputs we have. So we've got a -4, a -8, a 6, a -3, and a 7. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different inputs. That looks like ginputs, but that's actually a number 5. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs. That means that every input has its own unique output. There's no repeating of inputs, so this is a function. That one passes the test. Letter A is a function. Next up, let's take a look at letter B here. Let's take a look at the inputs. I've got 1, 2, that's the same, 3, and that's the same as before. So here I have 3 inputs, but I again have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs. So if we take a look back here, the 7, the input 7, can point to either an output of 7 or an output of 6. That means that I have 2 outputs for the one input, so this thing is not a function. Okay, and then letter C here. Again, let's take a look at our inputs. I've got 0, a 3, a -2, a -6, a 6, and a 9. So I have 1, these are all different here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different inputs. And I have 6 pairs. That means that no inputs are being repeated. No inputs refer to more than one output. So this thing is a function. That one works. Okay, moving on down to the graphs. So what I'd like to do here is use the vertical line test to check this thing out. That's probably the easiest way to do that. So let's draw a vertical line first. I'm going to give myself a red vertical line, and I'm going to make it dashed here. So here's my vertical line. All right, so let's take a look at letter A. First, if I were to drag my vertical line across, I'm looking for 2 intersections. Oh, there's 2 right there. So immediately I know that this is not going to be a function since I have 2 intersections with my vertical line. So this is not a function. All right, let's take a look at letter B. If I take my vertical line here and I drag this across, I already see 2 intersections with my vertical line, and I only want to have 1. So once again, this is not a function. All right, moving right along here to letter C. Let's use the vertical line test on C. As I move from left to right, let's see here. Really, I'm just seeing only 1 intersection. And yeah, just the 1 intersection with my vertical line. So this is going to pass the vertical line test. So letter C is a function. And finally, let's take a look at letter D. Move my vertical line across, looking for intersections. See, I have just 1 here, just 1, just 1, just 1, and just 1. So that is also going to pass my vertical line test, and this letter D is a function. So there you have it. There's all the practice. There's all you need to know with functions and relations so far. Every pairing of inputs and outputs is a relation, but not all of them will necessarily be a function. So if you have any questions about any of these problems, I'll put some links to click back to the explanation, but I hope this is making sense, and we'll get some more practice with this in class.